when a client reaches out to me saying that they want to design their brand identity, I usually suggest a call. If you reach out to brand identity designers out there, they are going to tell you that you should have a call. Now, a study was carried out by a certain psychologist named by Albert, and he discovered by 7% of communication is being done by words, 38% is done by tone of voice, and the remaining 55% is done by body languages. That's why I usually advise that you have a call, more preferably a video call. Now, this is not a discovery call. This is the first call, the first touch point between you and the client, where they get to understand you, apart from your portfolio, your works, what they see on Instagram, and you get to know about the brand. Now, this call can either decide whether you're going to work with this client or not. So it is very important that you know what you're going to discuss in this call. If this is something you're interested in, I would want to invite you to watch this video. This is not just like a talking head video where I tell you about, the call, step to take, elaborate, we're giving you steps. One thing I've also added in this video is a recorded call with a supposed client, and that's just basically going to help you see how I handle calls with my clients. And if you wait to the end of this video, I'm going to show you how you're going to get my proposal template all for free. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into the video with 5 things you should know about the first call with your clients. All right. So the first thing you need to know is the purpose of this call. The purpose of this call is for you to understand about the client's projects. And I'm not even saying client's brand. I'm talking about the project, whether it's a brand identity design, and whether this project is not just a brand identity design. You have to go into websites, you have to go into marketing, understand what the project about, understand the scope of the project. And the second purpose of this call is for you to position yourself as the best man for the job. Do you get? So this has to do with, how vast you are as a person, as a designer, because immediately you understand on this call, you need to now suggest ways that would help the client understand that, I think Increase should work on this. So yeah, I saw what you filled at, and you say the name of the brand is Brew Heaven. So can you just tell me what's the story behind the brand? Just tell me more about the brand, basically.
Okay, yeah, sure. We Heaven started in 2019. Yes. We started in 2019 and we make handcrafted coffee. Our goal is to actually bring a premium coffee experience to both old and young Nigerians. But most of our audience are young Nigerians, but we are not trying to plan it to open new outlets. So we want to refresh our identity before the expansion actually.
All right, that's amazing. So the second thing that you should know about this call is that there are certain questions that you need to ask the clients. And these questions are basically going to help you understand more about the brand. Because a lot of the times, you will not see clients that, come and tell you, this is our brand, this is our vision, this is our mission. Do you understand? Sometimes they are not that direct. So you have to bring out these questions in architecture. I think it's called probing. But yeah, it's probing in general. I think it's project management or whatever. I learned it in school. So yeah, you ask questions like, what is this brand about? Why did you start the brand? What do you want to achieve with these projects? What do you think is lacking in your business? Just basically understand how the business works. When you understand the generic things, the mission, the vision, what the brand is about, how far the brand has come, what the brand has, you now want to ask specific questions to the client's industry. Give examples based on your knowledge. You can actually do research while having this call. That's why I suggest doing the call with your laptop. So you can, do research, just search competitors and whatnot, so that it will help you ask more questions. If I understand you correctly, you want to have a brand refresh where you look more fresh, you look more premium, and you're able to connect to the larger audience that your business is now gaining, right?
Exactly, yes.
Okay. All right, that's beautiful. So could you walk me through what you already have in place, because it's already an existing brand. So in terms of your visuals, what do you already have in place?
Okay, so currently we have a logo, but to be sincere, it looks outdated, and we have had some reviews that said it kind of feel dull and doesn't reflect the look we are going for. So we are trying to like make the new identity to reflect our mission and the vision we have for the brand to reflect it better. So yeah, that's just the idea behind the refresh we are going for now.
So the next thing I want to tell you about this call is build rapport. Do you understand? Because this is the first time you're meeting the clients. We are supposing that this is the first time you are meeting the clients. Do you understand? The clients has not worked with you before. They probably saw your work somewhere and they want to work with you. So you want to give a first impression. You want to like build rapport. Just basically as much as you can. Don't force it though, but try to crack a joke. Try just to, you want to build rapport with the clients. You want to make the clients understand that, this is the best person for the job. And so it might not necessarily be cracking a joke. It might, so, when people are in calls and the client is asking the question and you're like, nice, don't do that. Be intentional about the call. Be there. Suggest things, ask questions, answer questions. Treat yourself as though you're a CEO because you are. You get, don't just try to rush off to the end of the call and tell them, I'll send you my proposal. No, be active in the call. If you're going to do, I suggest that you do a video. You remember the statistics I gave in the beginning. 55% of communication is done by body language. Let the clients understand through your body language that this guy is interested in my brand. Do you understand?
All right, that's amazing. So for a coffee brand that basically wants to look premium, I'd advise, you merge warmth with elegance so that you can give that premium vibe. You understand? And we can explore like, a deep espresso tone with, subtle gold and, those kind of beige colors. Another thing I want to suggest is like, creating a visual system that can translate across all your outlets. You get, so your packaging, your content, down to your flyers, down to like your websites. Do you understand? That's what I'm trying to say here. So I think that's going to really help the brand stand out, especially because now you're expanding and you want to reach out to like a couple of other places and you want them to recognize you as one. Wherever they see you, they know that this is brew heaven. You get, so a visual system will really do a world of good for you.
So actually, yes, that's exactly what we are trying to achieve. That's the kind of our feel we are going for. We want our brand to have this kind of a complete look that feels uniform and most good exactly. Yes, a feels uniform that when you see it from here and then it feels uniform. You don't want to have something that is scattered and stuff. So yeah, that's exactly what we are trying to achieve with just refresh it.
That's amazing. So I want to know, like, do you just want to do a brand identity or you want to move on to packaging and other digital designs too?
Yes, for a coffee brand, we are going to be needing packaging. So, because we also yes, we will be needing packaging and we will also be designing our menu, maybe doing like a microsite for now. But yeah, we definitely be needing a packaging design. So yeah.
And so the fourth thing I want to tell you is try to communicate the next steps with the clients as you are ending the call. You get, they'll just, this goes without saying, but I just want to let you know. You get, try to communicate. So, okay, tell the client, all right, I'm going to send the proposal after this. So when I send proposals as well, I send the contract and an invoice. Do you understand? So let the client know. Make sure that you have the client's email. Just simple things like that.
All right. So I think I understand the scope now. So based on what you've said, based on like the outcomes of the meeting, scope they've given me right now, I think what I can do is, go back, look in my team, and we'll create a proposal that fits the things that you've outlined here. And I'll send that over. What the proposal is going to include is like a timeline, deliverables, and what's going to cost to make this possible for your brand. What do you think about that?
Okay, I think that sounds good. So, yeah, I'll be expecting that. Yeah.
All right. So before we wrap this up here, do you have a budget in mind?
Presently, we just have an open an open budget, but I would like to see the proposal first before, setting a number. But for now, we just have an open budget now. So yeah.
Alright.
So let me see the proposal and then we can set a number around that.
Alright, that's fine. I'll send the proposal your way. But we'll finalize once you've reviewed it. I'll follow up this meeting with a proposal you get and the contract details. Yeah, thanks again. It was amazing connecting with you. I really love, the idea behind the brand and what you're planning to do with the brand.
Alright, so that's perfect. So I'll be expecting the proposal and the email as you said. So then we can just round it up and move on to the next thing on the list.
Thank you very much. Have an amazing rest of your day.
And the last thing, but not the least, is make sure that you have a proposal, because a proposal has to follow this call. A proposal definitely has to follow this call. Click on the first link in the description and you get access to an editable Illustrator file to the brand proposal that I use to send to my clients that has helped me close several clients. I think this is just a free gift because you guys helped me hit 1,000 subscribers and 1,000 views on my last video. I'm really so happy about that, and I'm so happy that I get to pass out value to several designers out there. If you've not yet subscribed to this channel, be well to click on the subscribe button and see you on the next video. Peace out.